favorite spiritualist, the Aquarian Alchemist, and I am here with a focus and reflect session for you, my beautiful hearts. We made it. Tomorrow is the last day of the Lionsgate portal. It closes tomorrow, yet we have gotten a lot done in the process, okay? We want to talk about today what we're going to focus on going forward this week, okay? This week is August the 11th through the 17th. That's pretty much how I have it mapped out. What are we going to be focused on? Where are we? We're going to be talking about energy abundance and how we're using our energy to create abundance. Okay? So this week, we're going to be focused starting today on mirror work. And this week we're going to be talking about our energy a lot and how our energy influences our abundance and how we can use our energy to influence our abundance, okay? Now, mirror work. We will be practicing affirmations in the mirror. We'll be doing affirmations in the mirror. We're going to be if you don't want to do affirmations in the mirror, you don't have to, but it is a good way to change that thought process. Is a good way to see yourself in a new light. Speak to yourself. We could also speak to ourselves with love, okay? A lot of times we're very critical of ourselves. Oh, I gained 5 pounds. Oh, I lost 5 pounds. Oh, I got a pimple. Oh, I got, all this little nitpicking ththings we do with ourselves instead of talking to ourselves with love. Sometimes I get on my own bandwagon with myself and say, oh, look, Martina, you're doing such a great job. Look how you dealt with that. Look how you handled that situation. The old you would have handled it different. I'm very proud of you. You look very nice today. I see how you being consistent. Just talking to yourself the way you would talk to someone that you love. We got to stop taking our anger out on ourselves, and find healthy ways to release that anger, right? We're also going to be talking about how to embody our new self, how embody her or him, right? Okay, so how would my future self react to this? How would my future self handle this? How would my future self plan this out? If, money wasn't a factor, if this wasn't a factor, if that wasn't a factor, because we always seem to get caught up in our perceived limitations. And they are perceived because we are perceiving them and we're focusing on them. And so we will continue to see them instead of focusing on, what would I do if there was no limit to how much I could spend on my vacation? What type of vacation would I take then? What would I do if, what would the successful CEO me do? What would the multimillionaire CEO do? I have one that I say, what would mogul billionaire Martina do? What would mogul millionaire Martina do? Not the regular Martina, not the old Martina, not the shy Martina, not the overthinker, not the people pleaser, but the mogul, the millionaire mogul who already has it all figured out, who's seeing those numbers all the way up there, who's known worldwide. What would she do? And that kind of challenges myself to step up to the plate. It puts a challenge into my spirit of, don't settle for mediocrity. Don't settle for just enough. Don't settle for burly. Know that you are headed somewhere and you have direction and you have goals. Always keeping those goals in mind by embodying who this person is. That person, she works out 6 times a week, or she works out 5 times a week, or she works out 6 times a week and rests one day. That person doesn't eat junk food. That person doesn't waste her time on the phone gossiping. Who is this person? You know, you have to become this person. You have to embody. It's just like an actor, right? How actors receive roles and they have to somewhat become the character that they're playing in the movie, in the show, whatever. They have to put their self to the side and say, this is who this character is. This is what this character is about. And, you know, it's deeper than putting on a character for sure, but it's a start, right? It's a start to consciously create this persona, this new way of being, okay? We're going to be talking about rest and how rest is connected to receiving. We, you know, in our society, we can kind of feel this need of go, 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 go. And the more I do and hard work, you know, there's all these little, you know, sayings and, you know, hard work pays off and the more you do, the more you receive or something like that. And that's not completely true. It's not. Rest is a big component of receiving. You have to be able to take time to receive messages, to receive what you've manifested, to receive clarity. It is important. We're going to be checking our aura this week. You know, we're going to be looking at our energy level. We're going to be looking at things and people and activities that drain us. You know, what hypes us up, what speeds us up, what gets us going, and what drains us. What we do it, we feel like we need to do it, we feel like we want to do it, but then after we do it, we don't have energy to do anything else. You know, we feel like we have to answer that call knowing what we're about to hear on the other end. You know, we have the feeling like, it's been a hard day, I need a drink. Yeah, I'm supposed to go do this, but, you know, I just want to have me a drink, and then you end up not going. Or, you know, I'm just going to have me a couple puffs, and then you end up sleeping through something that you were supposed to be doing. This is the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about, and how to negate and navigate those, you know, incidences. Okay. Also, we're going to be talking about certain actions that we can do to attract abundance. Okay. I have a good story for that day. Something that happened recently. While we've been doing this abundance, aligning with abundance, this is, you know, this stuff is working. It's happening. I'm seeing it in my own life. I'm like, abundance. Okay. Here's abundance. Here's abundance. Here's abundance. Oh, so, you know, I'm here. Let me give you an extra 2. Why are you giving me an extra 2? You could have just gave me an extra 1, but you're giving me an extra 2? That's abundance, you know, and I recognize it every single time I see it. I try my best to recognize it and to speak on it or to say it out loud. Look at that abundance, you know, to let the universe know I'm acknowledging you. Thank you. I see what's happening here. I see this motion. I see this momentum, and I'm not going to ignore it because I'm putting in the work to see it. Okay. I'm also going to be talking about some new products that I have created during this process that just came about, and, you know, how they can be useful for you and how they can help during this process or going forward. So I'm very excited. So we have to realize, so we also want to be touching on today with like the mirror work, right? We're going to be talking about self-worth, okay? Feeling worthy for what you want, you know, what you're asking for, what you desire, you know. This, you know, sometimes it's this feeling of, I really want that, but I don't see how I can afford it, or I really want that, but, you know, oh, I would love to have a relationship like that. I would really love to have a mate like that, but they wouldn't like me. I'm too old for them, or I'm too old, you know, overweight for them. I'm too skinny for them. They like the BBL girls, or I'm too thick for them, or, you know, it's always something there to kind of talk ourselves out of what it is we claim we want, right? We have to get to a point where we're saying, no, I want it. I deserve it. I can have it, you know. Even if, you know, and something doesn't have to be wrong for you to want something new. Let me put that out there, because like me, for instance, you know, just to say, for instance, I'm in a fairly new home. You know, this is my first home. I've been here for 4 years now. And, you know, okay, if I decide I want to get another home, it's not because, oh, my home is old or it's breaking down or it's falling apart or, you know, that doesn't have to be happening for me to say, I'm ready. It's time for me to upgrade. It's time for me to move on. It's time for me to get something that's a representation of who I am and where I am now. This was a representation of where I was then, but now I need something that can cater to the person that I am becoming and that I have become. Some people get in this mind frame of, if it's not broke, don't fix it. No, you can fix it if you want to fix it. That's the beauty of being a co-creator of the universe. I don't need to you know like people can, like, oh, I want a new microwave. Let me break it so my husband will let me buy one. No, I just want to upgrade. Oh, this is a beautiful room, but I want to upgrade. I want the room overlooking this view, overlooking the ocean. Oh, I want the room with the jacuzzi tub in it. I want that, it's okay. We live in an abundant universe. These things were created for us to enjoy, for us to take part in, not for us to sit back and look at and say, oh, only certain people can have that. Oh, only people that were born into rich families can experience that. No. This is the point where we're looking in the mirror and we're saying, you're worthy. You deserve the best. You deserve the most updated version. You deserve to be upgraded. Look at you. You've been working hard. Look at you. You've been resting good. Look at you. It's time for your outside to match your inside. You've been doing some deep healing work. You've been working on that shadow. Ooh, look at you. It's time for you to get a reward. It's time for you to get a graduation gift. These are the kind of things you need to say to yourself. Look at you. You're beautiful. There's someone that's going to see you and feel like you are perfect for them. You're not going to have to change anything. You can lose weight, you could gain weight. You're going to be perfect for this person. There's somebody for everybody. And looking into the mirror and saying that and meaning it and knowing it. Also playing music, singing to yourself. That's also a practice of self-love. Showing yourself some love and positive attention. Don't be the only time you speak to yourself or you acknowledge yourself as oh God, now these pants are tight. Oh God, you're eating too much. There's enough people in the world and online that are willing and ready to criticize you. You have to be the one that uplifts you, that speaks love to you, that encourages you. Okay? You're okay? You may not be perfect, but you're trying. You're smart. You're healthy. Look how much you've overcome. These are the kind of things that you can say to yourself and make yourself feel better. Because there could be someone looking at your picture saying, wow, what an amazing person. Wow, this person really inspires me. You know what I mean? And you can also do that to yourself, for yourself. A lot of people are into glamour magic. Hey, why not? What I say, though, is before you go and do a glamour spell on yourself, create a self-love altar. What's a self-love altar? A self-love altar is just a little table, or you could use your dresser or somewhere that has a couple pictures of you when you look your best, when your body is tea, when you got on your best outfit, your hair is slayed, your makeup is beat down. Put your pictures up. Put you a candle. Put your favorite fragrance. Put your favorite bag. That's your altar to yourself. And feed it. Play music. Look at you and talk to it. Talk to your pictures. Talk to them and say, look at you, girl. You've come so far. You have so much to be proud of. I know your ancestors are looking down on you, just smiling. You know, this kind of stuff you can say to yourself. And to me, when you do that, and just that loving on yourself, just that pouring and adoring on yourself, I mean, it does wonders. You don't have to do a ritual for glamour when you have this something that you are constantly doing for yourself. And it's easy. You go there when you go and have your pictures up and you have your perfume on there. You put your perfume on and you spray yourself and say, "Ooh, you smell good." When you walk in the room, everybody's head's going to turn because you're smelling so good and you're looking good and you're glowing because you have a beautiful heart. You know, that's how you need to talk to yourself. And a self-love altar is the first way to start. You can also put a mirror on that altar, an individual mirror. You know, it would be great to have 2 pictures, a mirror with a candle. Beautiful. That would be beautiful. So a picture here, a mirror here with a candle. That's all you need. You know, but you could put more things on there. Whatever kind of stuff you like, you into, you could put your favorite snacks on there. You know, you could put your favorite reminders, like, you have a certain card you like, inspirational quote, all that kind of stuff can go on there too. And then play yourself music. One song I like, Beauty is Her. Y'all, my singing not too much. I hope it not, another man steals your heart. You know that song? That's by, I think, Drew Hill. I love that song. And it's an uplifting, it's a very pretty song. But play those type of songs for yourself. Pretty Girl Rock, those kind of things to feel good about yourself. Because when you're feeling good, you manifest. That manifesting power is through the roof. Okay. So I tell my clients and customers who, if they haven't, are they getting into altar work, or they're starting to connect with their ancestors, to connect with their self first, because your ancestors are in you. So if you can make a connection with yourself, this mirror work is a form of shadow work. Don't be afraid of shadow work. I know people, shadow work is evil. It's not. Shadow work is very necessary. And I have blogs and videos all about shadow work and the process of doing shadow work and engaging in it. It's so helpful. It's just like a form of therapy. It's shadow work. It's dealing with your dark side, dealing with, the things that you don't want anybody to see, but things that affect your life. You have to consider those things. Okay. So we're doing the middle work. We're doing affirmations in the mirror. You're a great mom. You're a great sister. You're a great daughter. You're a great, best friend. You're a great, spiritual advisor, and understanding that you are worthy. That's the big part of it, because when you do the self-love altar and you're doing the affirmations, your self-worth is going to increase as well. And understanding that you are worthy of self-realization and self-actualization. You are worthy and able to be this person that you can be. It's not a dream. It's not it's a fantasy. No, this person is closer than you think. This person is you. But you still have to take the time to cultivate. You have to take that time to pour into yourself. You do. It's necessary and it's important. It very much is. So, let's think, what is going to be our journal prompt for this week? Did I write a journal prompt down? Okay, let's say the journal prompt for today would be, why you are worthy of the best. That's it. I want you to think about that. Think about why you're worthy of the best. The best friendships, the best relationships, the best home, the best car, the best education, the best health. I want you to think about that, and I want you to write that in your journal. And if you struggle with this exercise, this is furthermore proof to you that this shadow work and self-love rituals are needed. They are needed. Oh, before I go, I'm glad I said that. Another thing I want to touch on. People often spend a lot of time and money on love work, love spells, trying to get someone to see them, trying to get someone to love them. And to me, that's another one where I kind of like to redirect people to self-love first. First, do self-love. First, do self-love. I sell, love attraction candles, love attraction bath salts. Yes, but you can also do this for yourself. Trust me, when you love yourself, people are attracted to you. It's just like, you can be single and it's like nobody hardly pays attention to you. As soon as you get in a relationship, everybody's looking at you. Everybody's wondering about you. Everybody's like, oh, well, what's so good about them? Where somebody, wants to be with them. It's the same thing. It's going to create the same effect when you get into a relationship with yourself. Y'all, I'm giving you the gems. I'm giving you the gold. Take it or leave it. But you can't say, I didn't give it to you. It's going to be the same vibration as if you're in a relationship with someone or that you're dating someone. And it's going to pique interest. It's going to pique past love interests. It's going to pique new love interests because this love is now surrounding you. And even if it's coming from you, people don't know. They can look and say, somebody is loving her. Is it you? Is it a relationship? How will they know? It could be both. But they see that. She loves herself. Look at her. She's taking care of herself. He's taking care of himself. He works out. He's eating right. He's showing up. He's doing things. He's advancing in his career. He's loving himself. She's loving herself. She's advancing. She's not giving up. She's keep going. She loves herself. She believes in herself. I think I believe in her too. That's how it works. That's how it works. I'm telling you. But yeah, so we are working with abundant energy all week as we continue to align with abundance during the month of August. Thank you for watching. This is pretty much where I want to leave the video, but self-love, mirror work, getting that mirror. So we did affirmations last week. Even if you don't say the affirmations that you created are the affirmations, say it to yourself in the mirror. 4, 5, 8 times, 10 times. Say it to yourself in the mirror. Start there. If it's weird, just start reading and looking up, reading. Slowly engage yourself because it is very, I don't know what the word is, but it's facing yourself in the mirror. It's not easy. Look deep into your eyes in the mirror. You might break out crying. You may just break down. Okay? And if you do, allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself. But look at yourself. And when you look at yourself, you're going to see all that you have been through. You're going to see all that you've accomplished. You're going to see all that you overcome. You're going to see your strength. You're going to see your beauty. And it may overwhelm you. And that's okay. Continue to work with it. Continue to work through it. Your feelings, your emotions, don't hide from them. Work through them because this is your power. And you will be, once you embody this and you get this, you'll be able to use this to help you manifest because you will feel worthy of what you're asking. A lot of people don't have the things that they want, the people that they want because they don't feel worthy, period. The universe isn't keeping anything from us, but we have to believe that we can, should, and are worthy of receiving. That's a major key and a major component, okay? So that's what we're going to be working on today. All right, I love you all. I will be back, and we're going to be talking about embodying him or her, as well as rest in receiving, aura checks, action, and yeah, so much more. So stay tuned in, stay locked in. I hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope you have a productive week, but you will see me before the week's over with. All right, so remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Visit the website, aaapothecary.shop, and get your bath salts, your love attraction candles, and put a love attraction candle on your self altar. Boom! I'm trying to tell you. Ciao.